Hey y'all, this is Kendall, and today I'm gonna film my basic everyday foundation routine. So I'm just showing y'all my skin before I prime everything, and I noticed that my edges wasn't done, so I went ahead and did my edges. So yeah, the first thing that I do is put on primer. So the primer that I'm using is the Milk Hydrogrip primer, and it looks like that because I have on sunscreen as well. So it's kind of like mixing in. I'm not sure if that is supposed to happen, but it didn't really affect my makeup. So yeah, I'm just making sure that I get it in really, really good. And I don't typically do this, but I am today just because I put concealer around my dark spots on my face, and then I really blend it out. And yeah, so I got this new foundation. This is my first time trying it in this video. It is the Morphe Filter Effect Soft Focus Foundation in the shade Filter Deep 34. And so I got that from Ulta this past weekend, and it is a medium to full coverage, and it goes on really nice. So I think everybody will really like it. I like it. I like trying new foundations and stuff in base, like foundation, highlighter, and stuff like that. I call it base. It's my favorite part of doing my makeup. So yeah, I'm just making sure I blend it out with a a dense brush, excuse me. And I go back in with a beauty blender. It's not a real beauty blender, but I got those from Miss A. If you go online, they have like a lot of things that are just $1. So I got that from there, and I go in and I buff it out so I can get this really clean and smooth base. And so next I go in with a concealer. So the concealer that I'm using is the LA Girl Pro Concealer in the color Toffee, I believe. Yeah, no, Toast. It's Toast. So I just go in with a flat brush, and I saw this trend on TikTok about how you should highlight your face instead of like doing the triangles. And I haven't looked back since. It's literally the best way to do it. And so you just basically apply it on this way, and you don't really, I mean, it's kind of hard to transition from putting a lot of concealer on to not, but it does really make a difference. And so I'm just doing the same thing on the other side that I did on the first side that I did, and I'm just really making sure that I get everything and making sure everything looks symmetrical. And yeah, the brush that I'm using I got from Morphe. I believe it was $7. It's their flat brush. I'm not sure the name of it, but I'll have everything in the description box. All of the brushes that I use, all of the products that I use in detail. So yeah, I just go in and highlight the regular spaces that you're supposed to highlight, but under the eye is the only part that I did different. So this brush that I'm using is a Real Techniques brush. It is really good for blending out in small little corners of your face, so like under eye, any like anything that you really just need to be blended. It blended out my concealer really nice, and I filmed this part in like the regular speed, and then I went ahead and sped it up on the other side just to show y'all like how easy it was to blend it out. It didn't take no time at all. It was easier to use than a beauty blender. I'll go in with a beauty blender afterwards, I believe, but I usually use a brush because brushes don't take up as much product as sponges. Sponges take up a lot of product, so that's just something to keep in mind when you do your makeup. If you use a whole bunch of sponging, then you're kind of wasting product, and I don't want to waste any product. I just bought all of this makeup. Yeah, so yeah, y'all, look how nicely that blended out into my skin. And so yes, now I'm doing liquid blush. It's like a It wasn't liquidy, but it was more like a jelly type of feel. But I was really disappointed with this because look, y'all, it's not giving. It's not giving. It's not. Like, where is it?
Wow.
So I'm not sure if the shade that I got is, just too light for my skin or what, but it really just wasn't showing. It wasn't giving what I thought it was going to give. It was really sheer. I had to go in with a dense brush, and then I went in with my regular kind of angled brush that I use for my powder blush. But y'all, it was just not giving, and I was really trying. Like, I really did all of that just to get nothing. So I really wouldn't recommend it. Maybe I need to get a darker shade, but I wouldn't recommend it. I mean, it did a little bit, but it was giving nothing for the most part. So now I went ahead and took a lighter concealer shade in just those spaces, just because I wanted to make my concealer a little brighter and, add a little more definition to my face. And so I just blended that out with the same Real Techniques brush, and then I used a sponge to just blend everything else out. And now I'm going in with the e.l.f. eyebrow pencil, and I wasn't that much of a fan of this either. It really took a lot of work because I like to do my makeup light-handed. The closer your hand is towards the end of the brush or the utensil, the more pressure you're applying. So you have to, the more harsher it'll look. And I don't like that. So I noticed that with this with this eyebrow pencil, I really had to apply a lot of pressure to do my eyebrows. But I still made it work for the most part. But yeah, so I wouldn't really recommend it. Maybe it's just because I need my eyebrows done. I don't know. But it was okay. It did what it needed to do for the moment. So now I'm taking the same LA Girl concealer in the color Toast to highlight underneath my eyebrows, and I'm really using a light hand. I'm not using that much product either. So I'm just doing this to clean up, and I'm using that same flat brush that I used earlier for my under eye concealer. So I kind of had to go back in because my eyebrows still weren't where I wanted them, but that was just the best I could get them. So I set my under eye and everything with the DermaBlend pressed powder, the white one. I originally thought I got the loose powder until I got home and opened it up, and I was just like, you know what, I'm just gonna make this work. And it works really nice, and it just really gives you that airbrushed makeup look. Like, it's amazing. Like, I really did sleep on this, but the next time I get it, I'm gonna get the one that's closer to my shade and the loose one. I did go in afterwards with this Bare Minerals Bare Pro powder foundation, and I just kind of used a little bit of that to just buff everything out, make everything look seamless. It's the color Expresso 27, and this is my first time using this as well. So what I'm using for my lip is actually a eyebrow pencil that I got from the beauty supply. And this is what I usually use for my eyebrows, but I was trying to be fancy and use some new. Yeah, because sometimes this is a little too dark. But anyways, I'm lining my lips with that. It's like a dark, a brown black shade. And so I'm just going over that, making sure it's not too harsh. And I blend it out with my lips by just kind of blotting it. I don't really like the harsh line look. I don't think anybody does. I mean, depending on what type of look you're doing, it just depends. And so I forgot to show the lip gloss that I was using, but it is the Essence. I love Olive Essences Shine 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 Wet Look Lip Gloss in the color Friends of Glamour. And I just thought to say also, y'all, they really do have the best lip glosses to me. Like, they glide on so effortlessly, y'all. Like, I don't use no other lip gloss now. But yeah, your girl is feeling herself. Now time for lashes. These are the only lashes that I wear. They're the Mist lashes, and these are $5. I get them from my local beauty supply, and the number is 29. So yeah, I just added a little mascara, and then I should have did this part before I did my lashes, but I took the James Charles palette in the brown shade, and I just kind of like defined that part up there. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I sprayed it with my Morphe setting spray, and then I put a little more lip gloss on because I just love lip gloss. I'm a gloss girl. And yeah, so this is the finished look. I hope you all enjoy. Thank you for watching.